in any known universe. I'm presuming the unknown ones too, just because are you going to beat this? So maybe you're one of the people who gets the show on Apple. Maybe you get it through Spotify, through YouTube, however you do it. We certainly appreciate it. And everybody is chit-chatting now about the 133-121 win over the New Orleans Pelicans on Sunday night, a game, Andy, in which the Lakers got out to a huge lead in the first quarter. Never really threatened to get to lose it, but nobody's going to say they played well, including the coach and the players.
They played very well in the first quarter of this game. They scored 46 points. It is a franchise record for points in a quarter. They scored 77 points in the first half, which ties a season high for points in a half. But you will note that the drop-off from 77 minus 46, that is 27. They started losing some steam offensively. They absolutely began losing steam defensively. It was interesting. And when they went into halftime, Stu Lance, I don't know, maybe a few minutes before halftime, I should say, Stu noted that the defensive intensity during this game for the Lakers had begun to wane. It was right around the time where somebody named Micah Peavy scored, hit back-to-back.
NBA professional Micah Peavy. Come on now.
Hit back-to-back. He's a rookie. He's not supposed to be logging huge minutes for a full-strength Pelican squad, or maybe even half-strength Pelican squad. This Pelican squad, by the way, was missing so many people. They may need to bring in recently fired because it's gotten so bad. But the defensive intensity was waning as the second half continued. The third quarter, the Pelicans clearly came out with far greater energy. Lakers were putting up a lot of either settling for or going for knockout punch threes that A, were not going down, and B, it's way too early to try knocking out a team.
I don't even think they were knockout punch threes. I think they were lazy threes.
Well, regardless. Well,
you said one or the other. To me,
it
was lazy offense.
Well, here's the thing, though. They can be both. The desire to be lazy can be connected to the desire to knock them out. So hopefully you can get off the court because you know the lead is up so high because you've been burying these lazy settled threes. Like there can be a connection. The knockout punch doesn't necessarily have to be related to killer instinct because, let me be honest, there was none from.
Yeah, it's not how I read that, but we don't need to get into the semantics of a knockout punch. I think their defense in the second half. It should be noted. Look, I mean, again, they went up by 20 in the first quarter. They never let the lead get into single digits. They never gave New Orleans a real reason to think they were going to win the game. But I certainly agree with you that they completely miscalculated the idea that a team full essentially of rookies and hangers-on was going to pack it in at halftime of this game. There were good individual performances from the Lakers. Luka, obviously, 34 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Austin Reeves, a very, very efficient night. He finished with 33 points on 9 of 15 shooting, 4 of 7 from three-point range. DeAndre Ayton.
He did have 5 turnovers. I thought Austin
did. He was sloppy. He was part of the sloppiness, I think, in the second half, especially. But, Ayton was 7 of 9, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 4 block shots.
I thought DeAndre was very good in this game.
He was excellent. And, it's just, to me, the third quarter, by which we note, and we'll talk about this, LeBron didn't play. There are some clues about how they may sort of approach back-to-backs over the course of the season. But he did not play in the front end, which makes sense with the bigger game coming up Monday night against Phoenix. And the plan certainly seems to be, at least in the near term, that he is not going to play both sides for back-to-back. So if trying to catch a game with LeBron in it, it's up against back-to-back. Keep an eye on the news wires.
Marcus Smart also didn't play too.
Yeah, Marcus Smart didn't play either. He that from injury, not from maintenance. Sure. I just think they got so lazy in the third quarter with their offense, and they just sort of sat there and the ball didn't go in, and they just kind of watched going, how'd that ball not go in? And they stopped playing defense. The intensity dropped off in a big way. They knew this is one of those games where as an NBA team, like the thing that brothers do where the little brother's swinging and they just put your hand on their head and they're not going to hit you. But, that's really what the Lakers did in this. It's like they just put out the minimal effort in the second half. And it's a shame because this could have been a game where Reeves and Lucas sat the entire fourth quarter.
And also, too, even if you aren't concerned about the battle of attrition between tonight's game and Monday's versus Phoenix, which we both expect will be a more difficult game. I know both you and I care about that stuff, and we believe that minutes add up, not just over the course of the season, but they add up game to game. But even if you're not concerned about that, the Lakers lost an opportunity to just tune up what they want to do well against the Suns and just big picture build and stack good habits, build and stack good sets, all of that stuff. Like JJ talked about after the game that, from a process standpoint, he was not happy with what they did from basically second through fourth quarter. He noted that New Orleans was throwing out a lot of junk defenses that affected, I think, the way that they were looking to or not looking to execute, and also at times just growing sick of the whole thing and bored and all of that stuff. But, they're 15-4, which JJ stressed. This is really good.
It's second seed in the West.
Right. They are off to a fantastic start. And while I don't know if I would put them as an inner circle contending team because there just are issues that they have on paper, they're clearly playing very well. They should be taken seriously. They should be very happy with the way things are going. But JJ said that there are a lot of pizza slices left in the metaphorical pizza box. You could phrase it as a lot of meat left on the bone, a lot of potential, however you want to put it. But I think one of the reasons he brought this up is the idea of wanting to avoid a
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of lit, but my typing skill is pretty good. So I had to type in the whole name. Anyway, yo, chat, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. Yo, little baby, bro. Little baby. Let me back. Let me back. Yo, little baby, I understand you making a lot of simp and trick music. But bro, you're one of the most lit niggas in hip hop. Could you please stop purchasing pussy? Also, this is getting out of hand. And I'm pretty sure somebody's winning a line on you, right? There's a chick that claimed that you paid $16,000 for pussy. The bitch look like, nigga, she look like a Michelin. The bitch look low. She look like a washed up poster. I was like, ain't no way. The position where little babies in, the baddest and most attractive women of our time should be rolling their box out. The mere fact that he's purchasing vagina sounds ridiculous. Now I get it. His thing ever since Kwame Willis has gotten into his shit, he's now kind of doing a little bit more of he's doing trick rap. Oh yeah, I'll buy you this, I'll buy you this. Remember we went down there's a chick who exposed him. He was trying to fuck her, and she says, if you want to fuck me, you gotta buy me a Rolls Royce. the black basket in limited edition. You look at the price of $600,000 on the front. I'm like, yo, you must have a reputation if women are comfortable with telling you for you to fuck them, you need to spend $600,000. That's a movie. You get what I'm saying? My thing is this: he's incredibly popular. He's a dude who's outside.
Trusted confidant, Ludwig Kaiser. There is no telling what these two men can do together in WWE.
Respectively. I have no idea why every time when it comes to purchasing a diner, little baby's thing, and I get some of y'all might be like, I'll be surprised. His music is basically advertising him spending money and purchasing shit for basically profit. So maybe I guess you could say that. But it's still boggling my mind that one of the most prolific rappers of our time, every 28 days gets exposed by some botched BBL bandit for literally purchasing punani. It's crazy. Now, this is an OnlyFans kid who is exposing him again. Except, I want you to watch the end of the video. Because she's, I guess, little baby trying to purchase a video or whatever, whatever. And she's sitting with the YN, and the YN is filming the whole thing. The YN hands down to him and his gun, which almost tells me or screams to me that might have been a bad business. But anyway, again, I won't tell you that I'm not picking on little baby. I don't have an issue with him. But he is the only rapper of his caliber that's consistently getting exposed for fucking with women who seemingly are selling vagina. And it's not even like sweet vagina sex. It's like Mariah Mills' dusty, like, ant-built, watch BBL bitch. So anyway, this is what Shorty recorded. Check this out. Now, let me pause it right there. Because by the way, chat, I just like Jonathan Sawyer. Like, I realize AI is the motherfucker. I want to believe this is AI. It's no reason. Why is Lil Baby purchasing vagina at this rate? Yeah, if Lil Baby goes to any club, he'll probably get $80,000 just like you. And every bad bitch is in there fucking moist as fuck, ready to fuck him. Why is he purchasing pussy on a call line? This shit is crazy. This is some Scion bullshit activity. What's going on, y'all? Now, once I was trying to get the message, like, niggas trying to fake baby's voice. But as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like,
the infamous Tonga Loa has arrived.
Once he said that,
and I bet he's up to no good.
Like mid-tag team, it felt like he was about to turn out. Damn it.
All right.
Time to party with the Prophets.
Well, I ain't never got no pictures.
There's no way this nigga is buying pictures and videos when this nigga can have the baddest bitch in the country fucking him. Because he's the guy. This is like mind-boggling. How is he buying pictures and videos from a random BBL bot that is literally in a Honda 6 while he's driving around in Rolls Royces? He's in private jets, when he's on the phone, it's like, come on.
Means, Michael,
what?
It doesn't matter what the brand is, the Street Profits always bring the smoke.
Well, I ain't got no pictures of it.
But once I heard, but I'm like, oh, no, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Well, I ain't got
You know, guys, I have an idea. How about We all enjoy the Street Profits.
I ain't even got no pictures of
Choreograph a
video.
dance inside the club, man. It'll be lit. That's a great idea, Saxon.
Yo,
Afterward, we
I
can
want
go
to
play in
reserve
traffic.
the right for Big to come out and say that whole shit is crap. That's not me. This is not. This was in video, but if it happened in real life, probably better. Yo, I looked up the girl. I'm gonna see if I can find her. Yo, chat. Y'all, what are you doing? Feel free.
Well, I ain't even got no pictures of video.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. In the last 3 years, rappers have done the most amazing act I've ever seen. Yo, rappers, you don't feel like as long as I've been on my thing.
In a TLC match, how important is it to use everything at your disposal?
One team rappers were representing the street dudes, the cool dudes. They were representing the indie.
A lot of energy left in that kick out. This matchup isn't anywhere near over.
All the street rappers are snitching. All the dudes who throw the speed and realize they're check. These rappers now, I think it might just be the internet. You're starting to realize that these people like Leon, they're the same person. Goes past to Leon. It's like,
Steps through double under.
see now, the screeners are just as cool, if not cooler than the
Stays
rappers.
down for a 1 count. He's still got more left in the tank. It got
I
away
ain't even got
down.
no pictures of video.
Some opponent driven down with a sidewalk slam.
What's that? No.
Caught
You
with a
got no
punch.
pictures of video.
All of Ludwig's impressive self-discipline.
Thanks.
And we go. Single leg crab. Oh, man. Right into the steel. Pressure's on. Gotta get out of the way. Oh, what a great counter. Fast thinking saved him there.
Part of it. Remember, she's in the car with the wire while she's trying to sell that man supposedly look at the video or whatever for some high-priced chick. Now, watch this. And by the way, I'm open and I will apologize if this video is completely fake because even though we're kind of recording, I can't. It sounds like we're I don't want to make people think I'm not, just, it sounds like we're but let me say, like, one of the reasons it's fake because it seems so desperate. And it proves the narrative that your favorite rapper is that nigga when he's searching for a bitch that you need. It's great.
This is a situation you want to lose. Body slam.
The voice sounds similar to something. I'm getting some outside. So now, this is the YN film that you're trying to get. Watch this and this for the YN.
This is just establishing dominance.
Check. The YN moves the camera over to him when he's in the passenger seat. Just look right next to him. He's right next to his handy dandy drink. This is the back way. He got this girl that he's fucking for free, that's talking to baby, he's probably paying $10,000 for pictures and videos or whatever. And then he's filming this shit, and then afterwards, he's filming, he not only films the conversation, he pans over to his room. So if baby is dropping a little paper or some for real shit, you don't think that this shit gonna turn into a rally? Come on, man. And we wonder why some of these rappers get in situations. And I'm not saying it's not only rappers, it's just everyone. Because like we're on, and we're on, that's the fact. So I'm not gonna act like they're all men. And to be honest, I think niggas like in Baby's line, this shit is he died. So she died away. The baby like, yo, I'm big time, and he's like, alright, bitch, y'all about to put up on you. Send the Adams, pop the low. Baby's probably thinking, let me go get the honey pack, and he probably thinking this shit gonna be hard. This shit gonna be hard as a Rubik's Cube. You think you gotta get some pussy. The motherfucking YN is like, alright, Jeff, this nigga be rapping about he got all this money. I'm gonna act like you're going in, but I'm gonna go in more obviously.
TLC match.
I would assume that that's not.
Delivers, and this team delivers in a big way. The carnage was hard to watch at times, but I agree.
This already seems like a setup. The recording starts with her saying, "Where are you at?" The nigga filming her got a gun right next to her. And he filming her asked the famous rapper, "Where are you at?" Baby horny. You feel me? He horny as shit. He's smart.
Actually sound.
At least he ain't say, "I'm at this hotel in this room," or "I'm at this location," or I'm sharing my location. Exactly. By the way, this is why I mentioned never share location with a woman. I've never heard a man set up a woman. I've heard a woman set up a man. That's fact. Hold it. That's fact. But again, he's smart enough to not give the location, but because his dick is doing all the thinking, he does give the general area. I'm in Midtown. That is the thoughts of a setup team. She trying to figure out how she can still do the back door. I'm gonna see what I will be doing in a little minute. You know what you mean? Yo, I'm gonna see if my YN with me will come rob you by himself, or we need to call more YNs and we all pull up and rob you because we got to get all that money.
Well, I ain't even got no pictures of video.
Now, I don't know if Baby's like in some weird city where he's just trying to purchase some punani. All I'm saying, yo, little baby, let me tell you how all the stars work. You have Instagram, right? You might not be the smartest, but I'm going to tell you how to not have to pay a bunch of setup escorts. Just drop the look. You get to the town, you're famous.
WWE
You just put the black screen with the fucking location. I think Cleveland, Ohio, the biggest stores in town. Like this, I'm telling you. Whatever you did here, I don't know if you order these pussy up. Don't do it no more, bro. This is how you get set up, bro. This is how you get set up. And even then, when you got the location, then you need to WFCB, FTD, TW, FPT, JD, whatever it is at. You too famous to even have this conversation. Yo, you think Greg talking to these scallywags? Yo, Chuck.
One of the most dominant stars in history.
Led
the original bloodline with an iron fist. Roman is still as dominant as ever.
Hey, listen, this gonna sound like I'm getting that baby, but we've all seen situations where rappers getting like, and by the way, I'm saying it too, not that I've been a perfect person. I never want to talk about him so. I've been trusting. Oh, yeah, I've been telling this story for a while. I can't trust him. So you might be on FaceTime a little bit. They're still trying to set you up. I'm just saying, there's been like 10 videos leaked of women trying to expose themselves or their interactions with Baby. He needs to move a little bit more carefully. Now, when you see a video where a woman is with a YN in the car, they're probably in their city, they got a gun right next to them, and they're asking you where you're at. You think they're trying to come through and fuck. That might be putting you in a compromising position. I'm just saying, I'm not a street dude. I just think that's generally advice. Also, here's the thing. I think some people's mentality is, oh, they pay for the pussy, that they avoid the other stuff. Well, when you're a guy who, even if you're going to pay her out $2,000 to fuck, you rap that you're a millionaire.
No one.
She's going to have a YN rob you for $100,000. So she's going to link up with you. Yeah, you're going to pay her $2,000 fuck. For YN, take your chain, your watch. Shit, that nigga might even shoot you. Because in reality, the $100,000 that they could get from robbing you is way more and more profitable than the $2,000 that you were going to pay.
You did. You wanted to see
Please.
all right, okay.
If you can be all you gotta do.
All right.
Let's do this station.
Here comes the best in the world. CM Punk is here.
So, and again, I'm saying this, and I don't do like thing I would get spooked if I was talking to somebody on FaceTime and they'll be flanked or sitting there with the guy who's recording the whole thing, and that nigga was clutching in the gun and low and fucking hit. Because I would think, oh shit, that's the hit.
218 pounds.
I think it's easy. Okay? All right, then, people.
Punk always a brash and defiant competitor. And Punk has had to fight his way to the very top, using his own unique style in the ring. Learn to rely on his own toughness and hard-headedness. Whether you love him or hate him, his approach has made CM Punk an all-time great.
T-Pain said some stuff, but then he kind of retracted it. Not really retracted it. He claims that he was misquoted because he speaks a different, dialect than everybody. So, T-Pain.
Well, this superstar has stated that conquering
And I think
Roman Reigns is his destiny.
I never really heard the original, so let me hear what he said. Let's see.
DJ Khaled. Nobody is like, I'm at the DJ Khaled.
One of the top prizes here in WWE,
that told me
World Heavyweight
I'm your
Championship.
Divine tradition, legacy, honor. We should be in for a nail-biting fight.
Get me in trouble, man.
You win this match when you incapacitate your opponent so they cannot make it to their feet by a count of 10.
When I say shit like this,
No submissions, no countouts,
like DJ Khaled knows how to, he knows how to,
meaning
the things we're going to do.
superstars
It's like,
in this type of match when they
it's
can't
not,
get past
it's
their
not,
personal differences,
oh, DJ
when all
Khaled,
other
like, thing, that's
avenues
just the
have
first
not
one.
produced an end result.
Learned about this business in 20 years.
Nobody is your man. Nobody.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Nobody playing, because I hear it all the time. That's my brother. I hear you done seen so many dicks in that locker room. None of them is your brother.
Come on, man.
Nobody is your brother. Everybody's your brother while they can use you. Everybody. Everybody is your brother while they can use you. Nobody is your brother. That is the quickest and the most consistent thing that I've learned through this whole thing.
You had to learn it the hard way.
Everybody, and you know what? It's
I'm telling you, he's echoing. It's super consistent. And he is super too. However, it's convenient when people find it. They find that super in the other end of the road. Like, this has become the war cry of many people who are at the end of their respective roles, despite how much of what they've accomplished. I could have checked Wessex and said the same thing. He said the same thing T-Pain. However, while both of them were in it, when both of them were at the height of their success, they were the epitome of people that were enjoying all of the fruits of having fake friends. This is why, it's kind of hard for me to, take it more than at face value when they're saying, yeah, man, all this shit is fake. Because y'all enjoy these fruits or whatever, they see these fruits of their fake friendship. And when y'all have nothing more to offer to the fake friends, that people don't need to be fake friends with you, now you call it out. And for that, I'm like, I really tell us this one, you ain't, or at least you not see it, or you didn't see it there. You know what I mean? I don't know how much when you're going and you're doing it, you're not saying it when you have the most leverage to let people live. TV evaluate the most, evaluate you for having that opinion because they're not good. Let's speak to Africans.
only saying you're not right. I'm cutting you. Just like that.
Yeah, because you wouldn't allow somebody that didn't say that to get close to you.
So, I'd rather you tell me what the business was and not have the brother aspect in there. You say, hey, look, here's what I want to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it. I'm going to put a work on the shit. Several more a little bit. You come back. When I live here again, let's do it again. Go. I'd rather know the plan than to say, you my brother, you my brother, you my brother. No, because we always gonna be together.
Well, T-Pain is capping, though.
Is this going to be
He's
the final
capping because
count? Time's
if you
practically
are
standing
one of
still
those people,
now.
and like I even say Drake's capping to a certain extent too. Like this whole idea of these guys, like we've seen both rappers and we see most of these rappers act like, this guy I'm so cool with. Because right now T-Pain is saying, I'd rather you just tell me it's just business than you kind of fool me and say we're brothers and I get to find out you didn't mean it. Well, here's my response to all that. How will you fool? How do these guys say that they're your brothers if something happens to you, they don't got your mom's number? They don't hit up your mom on Mother's Day saying Happy Mother's Day. They don't know your actual family. They don't know your brother. They don't know your sister. They don't come around and your child calls them uncle. You know, they're not there in any other situation than situations that benefits them. You guys see each other at backstage at shows and in nightclubs. That's like NBA players seeing each other at practice and on the court. How the fuck could y'all be anything more than just coworkers? Y'all don't know most of y'all last names. Y'all call each other by stage names. How the hell are y'all brothers? And how the hell would you believe it? Like y'all see each other in places of work, and at any point where work isn't y'all work life isn't matching anymore, y'all don't communicate. It feels like y'all are just coworkers, and y'all keep calling each other brothers.
We gonna never separate. Anytime you need me, I'm here for you. Anytime you need me, bum. But nah, bro. It's the brother shit. We talking about so many people because you got to think of how many people I've helped throughout their career. Everybody is like, oh my God, thank you so much. You're my brother. And it's just so much of that, back to back, back to back, back to back. You're my brother, you're my brother, you're my brother, you're my brother. And then none of that shit was reciprocated. None of that shit came back. None of that shit meant anything. When people start.
Now, let's be honest. Later on, he did retract. Like, he retracted this whole thing about Shannon Sharp. No, not about Shannon Sharp. About DJ Khaled. But let's be honest. DJ Khaled is the first person that comes to mind that you actually feel like he's always doing too much that you know he's being fake, right? By the way, this is what T-Pain said. So, well, I definitely didn't say fuck DJ Khaled, but I'm from Florida. And niggas apparently can't understand how fast I talk. I said, fucking DJ Khaled. Because I was about to start a list, but decided just to move on, okay? It's still love. I just learned how to move around niggas, okay?
And this business in 20 years.
Nobody is your brother. Nobody.
Come on, Payne. Don't do that. Payne.
Nobody.
Payne, because I hear it all the time. That's my brother. I hear it, Payne.
You've seen so many dicks in that locker room. None of them.
Come on, Payne.
Nobody is your brother. Everybody's your brother while they can use you. Everybody. Everybody is your brother while they can use you. Nobody is your brother. That is the quickest and the most consistent thing that I've learned through this whole thing.
You had to learn it the hard way.
Everybody, and you know what? It's only that say you my brother. That I'm telling you, just like that.
Yeah, because you wouldn't allow somebody that didn't say that to get close to you.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. What?
Okay, so I guess he was naming people. Yeah. I agree with him if he was naming them. DJ Khaled one of them. DJ Khaled one of them niggas like, I can't trust a nigga who happy all the time. Who I've never seen him use his regular indoor voice. If he's always hype, he fake. DJ Khaled, we the best. We the best. What Drake likes, I like. Like, bro, come on, this ain't wrestling, bro. Yo, talk to me regular, bro. Yo, come on, bro. Talk to me like you're at the bank. Stop it, bro. Cut it out, bro. Like, the fact that DJ Khaled, we've never seen DJ Khaled out of character, I know we think. So I agree with T-Pain. I think he's backpedaling a little bit. But I think he was trying to say, I wasn't saying fuck him. I was just saying he's an example of one of the niggas who uses terms to act like y'all are cooler than y'all really are, but he's really blowing smoke up y'all's balls.
When people tell you how much you mean to them, don't grab onto that. When people tell you how much they can mean to you in return, that's the shit you gravitate towards.
That's Cold Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you. Oh shit, Prize Picks came back. No, actually, no. Prize Picks popped in after Underdog. Was it Underdog or whatever? One of them sport companies was there. They did. Yeah, Prize Picks came in and said, "Nah, Shannon, we still rock with you. We still rock with you." Uncle Shay got his sponsorships back. Shit, he gonna need it to pay that Becky that $23 million, but F it. Yeah, I've never seen DJ Khaled have a regular conversation with somebody. Like, DJ Khaled's a scene fake.
Hey, well, if they wanted me up here and I don't come and I can make it that day, I gotta come because it's an opportunity and it's a platform that y'all giving me to play my music, to promote my.
Have we ever heard of real house cities, DJ Khaled? Yo, we gotta get DJ Khaled to snap out of character now. Yo, next time y'all interview this nigga, man, just throw this in the mix. What do you think about Palestine? Yo, that nigga is gonna just disappear, nigga. Like, he don't want to talk about none of that. He want to talk about.
Fuck. No, I should have. Oh my god, I should have did that. I thought I could just. Oh my god.
Nigga, what do you think about Palestine? Is it free Palestine or is it not? He gonna freeze up, nigga. Facts.
As you call her.
Yes. Yeah. Put a fresh outfit on when I was brushing my teeth, and put that cold water on my face with that New York weather.
You know what feels good is you. Yeah. Let's talk about you. Remind me, they only let us hear 2 songs.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. Stingy, you just wanted to.
No, it's all love. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, is he finally putting out an album? Yo, Drake shit on this. Yo, Drake shit on him. This nigga was talking this album about 2 years ago, bro. Drake halted that shit. Once Drake said, yo, I don't know what Drake you talking about. He must be talking about Drake Bell.
The cell is lowered, doors are locked, and we are on go for the Hell in a Cell match. We are all set for action with Shawn Michaels. And
this still probably told her
inside cradle. Oh, look at this small package. And Michaels kicks out. He thought he could get this thing finished fast. Come on, there's no fair play in that. It goes without saying that there is a certain disdain for your opponent when you pull off something like that. Kick to the gut. And he finds an answer for the Hulkster. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Drake said it must be Drake. No, this nigga started.
Michaels
What
with
do you
the awareness.
say?
This is just nasty.
Yo, he
His
was
aggression, just pure brutality.
Team Jesse I'm my last album. This is
Nasty stuff.
Oh my God, my 14th studio album, 2025. Alarm is the world. Word, God, alarm is God.
From the crowd. And he's giving us all a show now. He knows who this crowd paid to see. And he now slides back into the ring. Punishing boot. The sheet is starting to wear off of him a bit now. Yeah, but this tournament is far from over for him. A little damage isn't going to change that. Strikes with another punch. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind.
been done with two tricks. Grace. Now, see, the more info, praise God. God is greatness. Oh, God is God. You are the 2025 AO1. Matter of fact, send that message to you know, I just want to breathe the air beyond the breathe. That's some bitch right now. Yo, you know you get riding so crazy when the nigga you get riding so much. It's like this. You know what I mean? Said, I want to breathe the air that Ghana breathe. Every time. Oh, man. The time is back. Waits on nobody. Why would we, the world, needs the type like this? Great energy on love, confidence, hard.
Main kuliahnya ini apa ada kita nggak bisa today I'm going to all the time this is going to be a series of
Using him like a hammer saw to break the table in half.
this has only
Looking to do lasting damage.
Drake's now this thing doesn't take.
Clothesline. Ouch.
That was the
Definitely feeling the effects of that last attack.
He must be
In a
talking
tournament
about
situation,
Drake.
physical pain just keeps piling up. It's
I not only got one Drake, I got two.
looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Wake up.
He's thinking a steel chair
Yo,
is just what he needs to break some out of here.
so down, man. You gotta tell his album is great. You shout about making good people around. Good people around making, not people around making, good people around making,
But you remind me, it's such a bad time.
It's on my brother, Don Sparks on my brother, Bounce, it's on my brother. On the bottom, my brother shot the Taylor on the hook, or shot a real stone up. That's like, they never made a.
Nice side
I know,
headlock
everybody.
applied. Right hand for good measure.
So good guys. Good energy is, we put my first time out, and I'm turning 50 this year. Quincy Jones made 30 when he was 50. So that's what I was I'm not that guy.
So wait, you
Again, listen, we collaborated with some of the biggest people in music. This record, we got a collaboration with Post Malone. Yes. You only heard 2 songs? What's everything that? I mean, everybody said, Cal, who's on the album? No, this is my 14th album. What about Drake? You see that too. So if you know what Cal does, expect always do what they do, right? Because DJ got the album, and I'm a guy that's featuring everywhere. Maybe Drake Bell. Maybe Drake Bell. Maybe party across the street. Yeah, so I mean, everyone, I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone. And the rule is in my world of music, you never stop working till the album is officially turned in. Yeah. So I'm going to be some different.
one.
Right, it's like after the show might inspire another studio session. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
Now, you mentioned turning 50.
Yes.
Tell me how you're feeling about
Queen. Now, praise us. We're both turning 50 together. Her birthday's the week after, so we celebrate a lot of my goals.
another one.
First time I ever thought about a number or an age. But when I woke up this morning, praise God, and look at my skin glowing, I'm like, yo, and then. This ain't nothing to think about DJ Khaled. The nigga say, look, he woke up and his skin was glowing. Nigga, this is how you look, bro. You look, bro.
Well,
So
there's
these
certainly
niggas
no use
pop
looking
up,
for
pop out
safety.
with like
The
the
hell of a
spray tan,
sandwich has been named
the
twice.
fucking spray, they got the whatever that shit that makes the beard black. And these niggas is acting like that's how you woke up. So now you woke up looking at them. Yeah, you woke up after 2 hours of makeup and you looked in the mirror and you look like that. Hey, I put that cocoa back.
Beautiful gator roll.
Oh, nigga, you put those beats in there or whatever the fuck they use to black in there.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like
Yeah,
that.
that pulled up, and today the weather's beautiful. It's like, it's there's and there's a people that's got love and respect. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He talked about that. About, going forward and inspired. He would play to.
So, he said, Daddy, it's being honest with you, look, it really means so much to me. This is God's way. We should always show gratitude to each other.
So long.
Gratitude, you stand on God, the lines are marrying, the little hands, just Kevin on the boat. But you got to yes, what again? Go play the community, the whole children, everybody else. Right. We should always show gratitude.
Now he's releasing.
Monkey flip.
I think you told me to say that. I'm happy. I was looking at something, moving on, just scoring up, moving on, just what is the Instagram? I'm the Snapchat savior. Big Mac the Snackademics is long lost brother.
Big Mac the Snackademics.
Some better behavior. He can no longer call the Canadian Karen with a favorite. The biggest hater of Kyle the Creator. He did.
Okay, I want to share my experience with this cigar. For years, I had some wonderful pain and wealth.
Knee right to the midsection. Looking for the suplex all the way up. Look at this power. Oh no! Into a chop block. DDT! Spike. And the action is shifted now into a dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Here it is. Now the pin. Is this enough? No, it isn't. He kicked out. He kicked out.
So close, so close. Ooh, man. There you go. With a hold of the ankle. The ankle lock is in.
Is this one over? Is a tap out coming?
Might have to tap or you're risking permanent.
Wait, hold on. Look at this. And he's found a way out of the hole. Oh, what a clothesline. Turning the tables. Heads outside the ring. And no countouts means he can take his time. Ooh, got caught with a punch to the face. Out of the ring to the confines of the chain link enclosure. Uppercut. Charge. Boom. He quickly slides into the ring. Now that's not right. Somebody do something about that. Boom. Boom. Oh. Step ahead there.
He just flipped the script there.
Clothesline. And Orton finding himself on the wrong side of some offense there.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not. Oh.
Picked up and being carried around now. Oh, scope slam. Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Huge boot. Boom.
Hey, fella, you ready?
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Looking clothesline. Here's the pin. Logan Paul might have it. Kicks out.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down? voice in Randy Orton's head definitely not telling him.
RKO out of nowhere. Will Paul recover? Coming back from the outside now. Ooh. He's been outsmarted here. Oh, what a back body drop. I got right to the gut. Taking the win out with a stop to pin now. Sheamus could be finished. Makes the save, and they continue this match. Stomping. RKO. Picture perfect. Going for the cover. Hold on. They're cheating.
It is week 13 of the National Football League, and the playoff picture is absolutely wild. The Broncos spent Sunday evening trying to track down the Patriots and doing the Anderson football for the number one seed in the AFC. Meanwhile, in the NFC, the road to the Super Bowl currently will go through Soldier Field and be red hot to follow this. We break things down with some Acctivated, our Rams here. Also, we'll react to Lane Kiffin's decision, which will arrive at Fire with these days. We begin with the best thing I saw today.
Stop them in their tracks with a kick.
It was a Sunday night football game years ago that featured a this is still
You can see it in these superstars' faces. They're in serious pain at the moment.
Different games, different stage. Still, it's a sick one-handed catch. But if the Panthers take the lead, Barnes, you do back to the ball with that amazing grab.
Creates an opportunity.
I mean, it's stealing down to the Bronx, and it's 3rd and 10. Barnes looked to escape the pass, but then centered and found his back foot and sitting right up in game of 31. Drive continues. After the Giants, also having the rookie over the end zone, and the Broncos regain the lead. It's like you can see it.
2.5 in the waiting moments of this
Score.
match.
3rd down and 8. Washington hoping to get the football back, and they do. Mix. So Liston will be back. Liston. Shouldn't need to see him. He only got some things out there. But then he's going to feel they'll cut the lead to play. Marcus Mariota spitting out of the sack. Gets up. Starting to whistle. After the uniform.
The Celtics are going to want out of these teams, guys. Despite the way I think this team is relieved to get out of the confines of the Hell in a Cell. They're certainly not a match they'd want to run back anytime soon.
Looking from Zach Ertz. And this is really an incredible catch. But an even better catch considerably welcome back. Commanders forced to punt. Under 3 to go. 3rd and 10. They're just shy of the line to gain. It's a pass to Ertz. Jeremy McNichols gets the first down. And now it's 3rd and 25 after a grounding. And Washington's got a mile to go. Mariota picks up a bunch of it here to turn the floor and gain of 19. 4th and 6. On time, Ertz makes a good grab. The drive continues. 3rd and 3 now. Mariota takes off. Washington out of timeouts. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does. Still got wheels. Jake Moody, who won a game for Chicago earlier this year, on this field kicking for the Bears, now kicking for Washington, ties things up at 20. We go to overtime. Denver with the ball first. Bo Nix, Evan Engram. He's got a burst of speed, and he's to this basically 10-yard line. A couple of plays later.
Tournament action underway. Corey, the bracket is starting to take shape. These superstars have weathered the early storm, and now it's time for them to start digging deep. This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders.
And Denver has a 7-point lead. And soon drive to the Commanders. It's definitely 4th and 6. Mariota is about to be sacked. But this is Denver. He's able to hit the pass and run. It's deflected and actually picked by Denver.
Just in time. And just got caught with a DDT.
And the back of it was that was PR.
Haymaker connects. Quick thinking by The Rock. Up on their shoulders.
4. Mariota down the middle.
In off the tag here.
Touchdown Washington. But there's a flag, and it's a hold on Washington. So now
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Can he get in? No. He's just put that flag on the ground. And so Washington has goal to go.
Nobody kicks out. Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup. Showing Taker that he's maybe not so intimidated by him. Yeah, Reigns came looking to prove his dominance, and he's doing just that right now.
For the quick play. They said the person squeezes inside, scoring touchdown. They said, let's get for 2. Backing up, and it's deflected by Nick DeVito and Denver. By 1 and overtime to move to 10 and shoots and pass it up here as he is every Sunday. And whether it's Chicago in the NFC or Denver in the NFC, so often we find ourselves that second half, they matter how, does it? It matters if they got 10 wins. Are you going to show us that last play? Washington has it, but then they don't get it right. So Washington does that. And they also makes a play. So it's interesting as they start to play.
This could be a key moment in this contest.
Some of that was actually different. So he makes sense back inside. He's at the first. That's an indicator right now. It's not good. And that is exactly what Washington wants. Because if you look at here, you have main coverage across the board. It's man coverage right here. And so what they're going to end up doing is they're basically going to put all this traffic with these 3 receivers, because remember, the front guy is covering the back. He's got to put over the left. So you're going to get you the left to exactly right. What David does, that ends up being good for them in terms of what happens, is they're bringing pressure. Here comes Singleton here, and they got edge pressure. So as we play this forward, you're going to see what happens.
Into the corner.
Once they bring this pressure, the left tackle has to squeeze down.
They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen.
So that's just doing the service right here, hands in the face, because Sunday is not going to run through that track. It's going to be a walk-in 2-point play. So that right there is the difference.
Once again, that we are watching
Listen, you're on coverage, you're not afraid to play it down there, you're also not afraid to bring pressure down there. So that's what you guys get on. You get pretty glad of that most of them. I say it so often, I get sick of hearing the story, but you've got to win the 45 games in this league, and this literally, as you just dialed it, comes down to the difference between winning and losing is one play, and Denver bringing arguably Sagan was the perfect play here. If the leader was a guy with more players they're running outside of that, that's why they win it. It's also, you get that team to play a team that team to tie the game the time left, and they say, no, you're winning. Exactly. But what happens if it's a team that's, in a different place in terms of in the playoffs? Are they as aggressive as the start? And do you do that? I'm not saying you do it. How's it been violent? They're not doing that, right? I mean, if you end up in a top local scenario, that high could be a huge differentiator. But just in terms of this, it's most important to value this. The people is trying to Denver team. I feel like we do dissect and look there, because I think there are things to think about them. But at some point in the team, too, and not look at it. We talk about that. So this is a new first game. You and I talked about that. If we're watching again. Details now. But everyone's playing to get on the punishing. Good coach teams are good on the details. They're quick, and those are the details can win the game, and they did here. Let's pivot to the game on the day. And I mean, we've had games since going back to Thursday. You have a thinner roster to choose from, but you got the hottest team in the NFL. I mean, MVP Florida, that's Matthew Stafford, who's throwing touchdowns and no picks, and it continues. That's the Devontae Adams. It's just absolutely lethal in these day-to-day scenarios. Here we go. And we can go to the York football. 7-0, how to get another touchdown. It was a true coverage game. Here on a unique pass on 3rd to 8. Get the first one out, get a touchdown. It's a 7-7 game. Number 5 to go in the first quarter. Rams driving, stopping, and it's deflected
as he snappers looking for Kobe Parkinson, and he is hit by Nick Scott and breaks the streak of 28 touchdown passes without a single pitch, the longest since play-by-play's first draft in 7 years. You're looking for Puka, Mike Jackson, a tremendous hit, and he scored. So after throwing in 2 all season, 2 in the game, and it's a touchdown the other way, Panthers, he covered them, really by 7. Next down in finish, Stafford, looking for pressure behind him, now the ball is shot, and guess who falls? It's Allen Hines by his mouth. He's got the best touchdowns for any receiver. He's got 14 on the season, and it's 14 all. It's now a 17-14 game. Last quarter, Stafford dials it up and looking deep, and Jacob Smith's down there for a gain of 50 more.
The WWE Universe is making
the season high for Blake Horn.
Kane is losing grip on this match right now.
Pressure, 81 rushing yards.
Boy, takedown. Oh no, wait a minute. What power from the tribal chief. He's looking fairly drained.
Yeah, this is the type of damage that is going to really build in a tournament setting like this. He got it. Tag made.
Big time atomic drop. That'll have you walking funny. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank. Clothesline. How are they going to get away with this?
Well, this is bull. It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some.
What power.
May have just vanquished Reigns.
Directly into the cover.
The damage is done.
Oh, he kicked out.
Amazing. What resilience being shown from Reigns here tonight.
I think The Undertaker might be happy about that kick out. He has dished out a beating, and it looks like it's not done. And he slides him back to the mat. Oof, that's going to leave a mark. That hard-hitting style of Reigns getting counteracted there. Yeah, Kane imposing his will. Tag made, fresh partner in. Leg drop. Oh, look at this, just cranking the head. That's got to hurt.
Ooh, good defense there. Ooh, clothesline delivered.
There's the tag.
And it is on.
Straight punch, nothing fancy.
For a period of time. So Portland was getting some carries. It's 21-17. 9 to go in the third. First round. Stanley Comfort. Beautiful third catch there.
There's the arm wringer. That chop in the leg.
24-21 to score.
In comes Kane.
try to go back and forth. Little double move works every time. You have to see this person who run back and forth. All the effect we find is here.
Nice job dodging contact there.
From the door. Reaching up to backhand in the lane. This is where my sons are trying to figure out how to do this. They're just picking the foot. High range, back in the game, back in the end zone. Yeah, back in the lead with a ping-ponging back and forth. That doesn't have another answer.
Getting up
They do.
real slow. Not
Put on fourth down. Clean pocket and teammate. Taylor McMillan. The rookie is in. The second touchdown of the day, 31-28. Rams down driving, forcing up the time field goal at least. However, the great Derek Brown is there. The ball is punched out. DJ Wyman is on it. That's the third turnover of the day. The Rams have Stafford. Now comes down to this. Can you get a first down? Rams out of timeouts. They can't. Fourth drive of the day for Coker. Arguably more favorite is touchdown.
What could be next?
Allow
King
them to
gets
take
that
leads
center right
and
back
get
to
a
it.
basket points. It's good. Standing around, the Rams continue a trend as favorites flip-flop. Each of the last 4 times the favorite to win the Super Bowl has played they lost. The Chiefs twice, the Eagles last week, and now the Rams that go far to Bryce Young and the Panthers. So, turn back winners, and we've been raving about Stafford the Rams for weeks. In front of level, yes. 1 tip ball, yes. What do you take away from this particular 60 minutes as it relates to the LA side? I get to the LA side. He gets some back there, but I do think they'll have a fast game again. It's an awkward tip ball. You look at Stafford's numbers and they're crazy. Well, certainly he's going to be, when you see the drop the ball, it's hooked up in the air, he gets some bad look. And he leaves one inside, and he has a sack fumble. So this is a guy who's been saying, is it amazing as he is?
Gives you hope for the future of the tag division. Great tag team action on display, guys.
It happens. Like, those things happen. And in a close game, the game where they score nearly 30 points on the road, they don't get it done. So to me, this feels like an outlier on this.
And for Carolina, they're back. Like, literally after I walk on Monday Night Countdown, after they advance of their game against San Francisco. Are they good? Because they win close games, and they've beaten both Green Bay and LA, but they've also been horrible. When they're bad, they're horrible. So what do you make of them?
I think that they're competitive on defense.
Okay.
I think they're pretty good at running the football, and I think their quarterback is uneven. And I think when the quarterback plays well, they are really tough to beat. Here's one example of them. Like in crunch time, you had some of this in the highlight. In crunch time, when they use them, certain ways,
this will undoubtedly be a brutal match under the Hell in a Cell tonight. Getting this matchup underway, it'll be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. But they will be facing some fierce tag team action with Uncle Howdy and The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
They do a good job of he's starting to adjust. And because he's a good pass protection, clean pocket, he's able to get all the stuff to make a really accurate play and go down on fourth down. And then this is the seal play on 35. Again, look at the pocket, look at the kind of confidence he has, and things in front of him are really good. He's good when it's clear in front of him. He is. It's just when things are not that clean, he's kind of throwing into people in his face, it's harder for him.
And that's an athletic defense. Also, just to amplifying people. And he was good for them. They're like they're scoring in the mix. It's wild. They're up and down between the Ravens and the Monday Night Football. Patriots could be the 1 seed at the moment if they were to win on Sunday night. And Monday night, if you said Sunday night, they're going to get one. It's like, hey, that's 9 straight days.
If he's got a strategy, he might want to think about tapping into it. The Fiend has just made a big opportunity for himself. And just in time, he gets out of there. Oh, rolled by a huge club. Mongolian chop.
Adventure to me is very similar to what I've done before. It really is about the journey and enjoying the present moment and having fun along the way.
Great thinking to stop Owens.
Standing on Golden State now, before we do the next. And this is actually the first time in Hollywood company has published Google Maps in history over 5,900 miles of American off-road with their new.
Still very much in this.
Listen, this is
He can do it here.
for the Super Bowl team. And I feel like respectful is go look at that team. When you look at it, honestly, and I can get back to, the 6 or 7 star teams that really teams. You begin to build some momentum, that is some things you have to have, but just take the people in, every once in a while you get one of those teams that just go through it all, but it's a tough league.
It is tough, but I'll say what I said a couple weeks ago about the NFC. I have no idea who the best team is. Just because it's Denver and New England really know how to start when the season began. And those Boston places, because they're going to do that. They're going to actually do it. They know you stop down and they just put stuff on face value. It's very true. Maybe they're Super Bowl team. Josh Allen and Buffalo that should be one. Maybe that's the only step they left to take. They like to get it because they're out over Green Bay.
Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
Green Bay, Pittsburgh, it's a scoreless game. It's a big Davis who's back in Buffalo. Early turnover there.
Attacking the arm.
Still scoreless. Game's
Out
close.
of the ring to the confines of the chain link
And this is a
enclosure.
good play. The quarterback kind of bleed. See, they look at this as quick. Trying to make the tackle. This is the right move. That makes sense of that again. Steelers trying to pass it in, and they would. If they get down there.
Come on, man. Weak ass.
7-3, something nothing lead. They let 7-3.
This team endured the demonic structure. Heck, they even thrived in it. It's rare to see a team look at home inside the cell, but that's exactly what they did.
By Jimmy Benson, Christian Bedford to scoop and score. And Rodgers, who of course is playing with that fractured left wrist here, went down hard on his nose and is in obvious pain, bleeding from the nose. Rodgers will be taken out of the game, would return a bit later. Mason Rudolph trying to get Pittsburgh back in it here, sails the pass looking for Washington. And Bedford, Christian Bedford is there with the pick, so he's made a couple of huge plays. And this is a 4th down and goal. Allen at his very best. Cam Hayward said mean thanks to him, but Keon Coleman and Buffalo celebrated. They went for 2 after the penalty, didn't get it, so it's 16-7. Now it's Allen. Tua gets hit.
And here we go for this one as brutality surrounds the ring in the form of a steel cage. Giving this one underway. We see and Roman Reigns. And standing across from them, it's a very tough test with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
A steel cage match means 2 things. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
There's arguably nothing worse than that feeling the first time flesh meets steel. The pain and shock that go coursing through your body when it happens. Not exactly the type of thing any superstar wants to go through. But in this match, you have to learn how to bear. Learn how to withstand the onslaught of pain. Endurance is true key. Trying to make their way out of the cage. He's dragged right off the cage, down to the mat. And at least this wasn't from the top of the cage. You can recover from this.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon. Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Guys, look at the eyes. This could be a precursor to the top rope. Beautiful drop kick. These attacks are chipping away at him. Yeah, as The Rock was taking the boots to asses mentality to court there. Oh, man. Going to ascend the cage. Headbutt to the floor. That was low. From the top.
That penalty for Mike Tomlin is pretty well documented. So much so that I hope it is a blind spot for him. And I'm not deaf. The volume of the other left in Pittsburgh is low.
They have never been bad on his watch in a long time.
Mounted with
And they haven't been
punches.
great in a long time.
Nasty
I was a
stomp to
quarterback
finish it
on a
off.
one-year record. I wonder how critical the remaining games are for the longest tenured head coach in the NFL. Clearly, Baltimore is up next.
Being set up in the corner for something.
The regular season seems almost certain only one team from the North is going to go to playoff. Including the Steelers got it. With 6 consecutive playoff losses and satisfaction this ball game. How much longer is my favorite voice in the sport? The voice for that team. Doesn't give it more in these remaining weeks. To the AFC side, all the 7 things are getting split by their heroes. Jacksonville and Houston are closing the gap and Houston got a chance.
Suplex. And making it all the way to the top of the cage. Really has to balance now. And he's straddling the top of the cage. Just feet away from making it to the outside.
This is what he's been training for. This moment right here.
And he's on to the top as this crowd holds their breath. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free. He's halfway home. Time to start the descent. Oh, goodness gracious. He sent flying from way up. What comes up must come down. This could be a crucial moment in this match. Every second he wastes up there is crucial time lost.
Here, the second half, I said not to this being the biggest first round, but it's soft Denver who loses with a he's something as conservative as an Achilles. What the Achilles is, he's calling for the cage door. Texas would get a field goal, and then there's 3-0 after the first quarter, but that was the last soft against him. Really second to Denver and Refuge.
Has his opponent in a fireman's carry and rotates over.
Seals this one and is tipped by Cam Bottom. And
he's quick to get out of the way there.
Bottom is, it's pretty close to that. He's very talented as well. Let's take over possession. And Jones, what a pass and what a block. How a finish that field up to 78 yards. Hit the throw and it's the top of the ground, as I said. It's the point of missed to a 63.
Signature aggression from Owens on display.
Looking for Nico Collins. And Collins finds at the 4.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped.
And
a series of vicious stomps. He's looking to climb the steel cage now.
It's sharp. Passing into the end zone.
Just a step ahead of Owens.
It's a 13-6 game more than midway through the third. Jones
moving up the side of the cage.
And the
He's getting closer to making an escape.
And now the crowd down. As the crowd up for him. Toe top to the left.
Telling his opponent to get their candy. You know what over here?
Tyler Warren, who's battling an illness. But he looks just fine as he grabs this to outside the game of 1300 meter field. First and goal. 50 plays on, and Nico Collins has his first career rushing touchdown. He's the Jackson Club. Is this technical good?
And measuring his opponent. And he crashes back down before getting too far. Back down and back to the drawing board for him.
The entire football must be inside the outside of the record. Good pitch. So, 13. Colts get a field goal. And now it's the Texans driving, and Peyton's Stelter, the tight end, comes up under center, and is stopped on 4th down.
He's eyeing the top of the cage as he starts his climb.
He's going to next look, looks on the Colts. That's the kids, staying at 22, but again, that messed up the play, and field goal, and making it hard quickly. Significant advantage. You don't need a field goal, you need a touchdown. That's how the Nico Lions and Roosters continue to roll.
Now heading up the cage. He's trying to escape. He's got to give everything he has to push himself over the top. Now for the hard part. He can taste victory now. Here he goes, up the wall, the steel cage. He's getting even closer to making an escape. You can almost taste it now.
Never a problem lifting that other leg over. I don't like what he's thinking here. Not one bit.
Close to escaping. Top of the cage. Pulling them back in.
This is a
Saving the
divisional
matchup.
game as well, but
Oh, look at the double team here.
not ready. They screw up, they Titans in.
He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here.
Over Washington is one exception today. Game 26 out of the Philadelphia. Tony Miles has been exactly what this team has looked for after they traded for him from Vegas.
And Roman finding himself on the wrong end of this fight.
Zayn is definitely feeling it now. And now he needs to hurry. Needs to escape. Each inch you climb puts you in more of a precarious position.
Scaling the steel cage. And he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside. It's not over yet. It took all he had to get up there, guys. He might be gassed.
They went for 2 and got it, so
You have to think these competitors expected this to be a difficult challenge. Even so, at this stage, things just get more and more dangerous. Fatigue starts setting in. You don't know exactly how long your wits take off. Oh, God.
And both sides decided to take it to the limit.
Kevin Owens is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
He working the passer over the line for Judge. He requests that three field goals is 18 to 3.
The summit of this steel cage is in sight, gentlemen.
As Lawrence is getting Morris for the game of 14. He played later.
He's got himself to the very top of the cage. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage.
A little bit more of a work rate. He takes it in. Jags to a dominant victory 25-2. Came off the back. That didn't come back too. Those are division well. We didn't have limited conversation because I think they've done that on the this Texas team probably has the best singular unit of any of that defense. So they didn't even take down the first team. As you look for the forecast that you see for the rest of the way, this
cage match is over, and here's the team that survived the steal.
This team left a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that ring and on that cage. But the pain will subside with the glory of this victory.
Lawrence is running well for them. I think what it comes down to for them is how does C.J. Stroud play? C.J. Stroud talked about how watching Davis Mills has played, how he played, you know, that helped him. You don't have to be so aggressive with the football. And I think there's a good example of it. This is a 3rd and 9. Okay? You're going to get late rotation from the secondary. You're going to read this inside out. Plays on time. And on 3rd and 9, you don't have to throw it 10 yards on 3rd and 9. Throw a slant that runs for the first down. And I think that's part of how C.J. Stroud
There's a lot on the line in this semifinals match. These superstars are determined to reach that ultimate final round. This final match is so close. These competitors can taste it.
That's some serious motivation for them to give this fight their all.
Ball is out, right to the face mask, allowed to run up the gut. Now the second
defensive elbow to the gut ends
it's a similar concept.
Counters and counters. Each superstar getting dialed in.
Dictates how you play football. Then you need to be able to do this type of stuff. If you're going to play good defense in the football, you got to have moved the pocket plays. Stop the doing that. I think if they do that, they can be as good as anything in that division. Because he didn't play the beginning part of the season. I think he didn't play that one. Second phase, whatever. 5 weeks left in there. So this is a large conversation we have next phase about the division and the Saturday night going to see it.
The thing is to develop things like swing singers and push the flavor out of their movie.
But in looking at that new schedule, that's what we like to say. And when you look at the Colts schedule, it's the hardest of any of them, and yet you tell me you like the Colts more, and they've got 2 other Harvard Jacksonville. That was
I think it's the street stuff, you know, I think that would be real. And then I also think when you look at the play today, some bad luck with splits today. You know, unfortunately, the Colts are going against Houston. William Jones was clearly the winner. Still thought it was not really on the attack because they had that. So I think he's going to get better. He's at practice this week, running again. I think he's going to get better. He's going to get better. I think Colts are really good football team all the way around. Yes, hard schedule.
As we set up in the corner of the ring.
I'm not going to talk to you about that. I just figured I've got to go Asiatic Champion Cisco Texan Houston. That is a real good step. Listen, if they're going to do it like team, they're going to have to prove it. And they got the first to do that. I'm going to do this division with the first. Okay. They're doing the time. So they're probably in week 13. You don't be able to see us. Some of the result as they fall in Carolina. See how the Niners put about 8 wins apiece against Sanders and Cleveland. Way to start. Again. Pushing the traffic in the run. Niners lose 7-0. Even that defense has reacting, so it's 47-0. All I'm happening until this. Beautiful play. Sanders to Kelly Wilkie, and he's in. Converted 2 points converted, giving the Niners the nice drive up for a half to go field goal. It's 10-8.
And slides back into the
going
ring.
for it on 4th and 1 from the own 33. Family fumbles it.
And he manages to kick out at one.
And that's a mess. He's different. That's a solid play. The defense gives it to the offense and then block forward. First rushing touchdown of the season, and first time I've ever seen Mr. Dudley. There it is after describing the draft for the league. I've always been able to Dudley, but that was really just done, you know, publicly. And so, my wife, she was right after I know her, kids really not and everything, so that's where I got my practice. After the play, the practice Dudley, whatever he does, you want to do. This is Miles Garrett, 19 sacks. He had set the all-time record this year. He is unbelievable. That means the punt is coming. The punt, however, is not. And the Niners is coming. The Niners take over in the red zone. And now the Niners get in the end zone.
I want to say, nigga, what the fuck is you losing off of? Not a special or something?
The Niners win. This is the second six. Speaking of winning defense, Seattle has had some cakewalks at home. I think in the Rams game this year, as I described that, you see Sam Brown get actually buried. Not very defensive the strip shot. Pressure set up in great field position, but here, Max Blaresmore getting the start and forces it to he just brings it back in, passes it back in Marcus Lawrence, always runs the score, 85. He's really feeling all the damage he's taken up till now. Deep into this tournament, this is where things get serious. Good defense from him. Very smart. Clear Sanders. And look at front pass. Suplex. Very nice. And he gets back into the ring. 162 runs of offensive standard having absolutely no chance. It stands second and 6.
It's the
leg submission. And Agonizing not letting go anytime soon. Agonizing to be in submission.
Against the guy that won about 14 days after his quarterback.
Hold on. Maybe there
Hand off here. Zach Charbonnet. He runs through a tackle. And the Vikings have fell off for the first time since 2007.
moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
The mid, Mando, and so the Seahawks and Niners continue the NFC West domination this season. The Rams and the Seahawks currently sitting at the top favorites to win the NFC. The Niners do that.
He's making his move for the win. It's a win in a brutal Hell in a Cell match. such a grueling match these superstars just put themselves through. Another group of victims fall to the grip of Hell in a Cell. This team needs to count their lucky stars. It's a blessing. Anytime you can leave this structure on your feet.
The Chiefs twice, the Eagles last week, and now the Rams as they fall to Bryce Young and the Panthers. So Tim back with us, and we've been raving about Stafford and the Rams for weeks. Inclement weather, yes. One tip ball, yes. What do you take away from this particular 60 minutes as it relates to the LA side? I'll get to Carolina now.
I think for the LA side, go on the road, playing you get some bad weather. I do think that had a factor in the game. You know, it's an awkward tip ball where it goes off a helmet. It's not even a batted ball. That stuff, you know, we look at Stafford's numbers and they're crazy. You think that, well, surely there's going to be, when the receiver drops the ball, gets tipped up in the air, there's just some bad luck. Then he leaves one inside, then he has a sack fumble. So this is a guy that we've been saying, like, as amazing as he is, you know, Hall of Fame quarterback, he's never played better than this. And then he has a game, he has a clunker. It happens. Like, those things happen. And in a close game, a game where, you know, they score nearly.
The time is coming now. These superstars are going to deal with the unforgiving steel of the steel cage match. We're all set for action with Shawn Michaels and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And they'll have their work cooperating cut out for them here, dealing with The Rock and Roman Reigns. I'll tell you, the score can't be set between these superstars in a cage match. I don't know what it would take. A lot of turmoil being held captive by the walls of the cage. And you're right, Saxton. If this environment isn't enough to end this conflict, then nothing will. Facebuster plants him. Steel cage matches present a challenge for even the most experienced superstars. If you ask me, the best strategy is to go all out and be as brutal as possible. Well, I recommend a more cerebral approach. You have to outsmart your opponent by thinking outside the cage to get the win.
He's excellent. He's moving well. That's great defense. Great pace. Fights on the tape. And then he just has to go the tape and good job with this stuff. That's plenty of his strength. 4th and 2. We had this in the highlight. They do a good job here. They're going to get to highlight. He's starting to his left. Because he gets good pass protection
nothing but blind rage, determined to make it up the cage, balance in a tight grip or key.
And then this is the seal. Again, look at the pocket, look at the confidence he has, and things in front of him are really good. He's good when it's clear cut. It's just when things are not that clear, you start playing the people in his face, it's harder for him. And that's just part of the defense. Pass rush has been very challenging for him. He's working him. They're out there scoring and hits his side. They're up and down, but today is highlighted very good.
Kick to the gut.
This is Super Bowl teams. And I say that respectfully, and then go look at that team. And then look at it.
And they're going behind now. Chop block. He connects with a counter. Closer. What a shot. Ooh, read that one. Rock. Buster. Down hard. It's tough. She can airline box for that. Just a perfect mix of pure. He's making the climb up towards the top of the cage. Opportunity is just a few feet away now. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. Oh, and this aggression, just pure brutality. Oh, easy. Taking into view now from the top of the cage. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage. And now he needs to hurry, needs to escape. Starts to descend. Maintaining a steady footing is crucial on the way down. Slow and steady wins the race here. Oh, an arm breaker. Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Basically forcing your opponent to fight one-handed. Turns it around. Sole of the foot meets the stomach. Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement. They're showing blatant disregard for their opponent into the cage. He has him lined right in his sights. Oh, God. punches while climbing. Don't want to slip and fall. Chin music. Right on target from HBK. Looking to keep steady, keep balanced. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage. And now the climb down could be as tough as the climb up for him. And all he has to do is finish getting over the top of the cage, and he's home free. It's not over yet. It took all he had to get up there, guys. He might be gassed. From up there, he can practically taste the win. Still needs to get both feet on the ground, but that doesn't appear to be an issue at the moment.
At the end of the day, that's a decision. I totally respect that. I understand that decision. Some people will look at this and say, it is the best season in the history of the sport, the best era in the history of the stadium. Playoff team, championship. So what does AFC have to do with this game?
After all the rage in this cage, here's the team that comes out as winners. It takes a ton of teamwork to keep things together in a steel cage, but you're looking at the team that managed it the best.
So obviously this is what everyone was talking about, everyone on the desk wants to get in on this as well.
Well, that was quite a Survivor Series 2025 War Games. We have so much to talk about. It was John Cena's last ever pay-per-view match, technically. Some people have had somebody else's knees, and we have a mystery to uncover. And of course, you can't finish a big talk clearly without putting them coming to the ring. Your name is Adam Pierce McAlgis. This is where you should dedicate all your work to. Why do people keep running?